street food.
Bangkok dangerous.
Oh, street foodies, I'm excited because we're about to go to Thailand. What? For the next 6 episodes, I'm going to be bringing you snacks from different cities in Thailand. Living in Asia has some perks, and one of them is that we're so close to places like Thailand. When the winter rolls in thick over Xi'an, a lot of us head to places like Thailand for a vacation on the cheap. While I was in Thailand, I got to hang out with my good friend Ford Sues. YouTube knows him as the surfing violinist. We've been friends since we were kids. He lives in India, but our families were able to vacation together for a few days in Thailand. On our first day out, we headed to a place called the Victory Monument.
So give us the historic rundown of the Victory Monument, Christian.
The French lost. That's all I know about this.
The Victory Monument is actually pretty controversial. It was designed and built in the early 1940s by an Italian sculptor, so it's entirely Western in its design.
There's a giant sword sticking out of the earth.
The Franco-Thai War was very inconclusive. Thailand wanted some territory back from France. Japan actually stepped in and made France give Thailand the territory. But then like 5 years later, World War II was over and Thailand had to give all that territory back to France. So the Victory Monument is kind of a big embarrassing sword sticking out of the ground. But around the monument, we find some street food. First I tried some of the meatballs. Now there were a lot of choices of meatballs. I went with the big ones, you know, go big or go home. I'm pretty sure they were pork.
It's very hot dog-esque. It's a hot dog ball. That's what I would call it, hot dog ball.
I also got some smaller ones. Now after the meatiness of the big guy, I mistook the flavor in these smaller ones for potato.
I'm pretty sure that's potato. And that's actually really good. It's very doughy. So I don't think this is meat. It might have meat in it. I don't know.
They were also most definitely meat.
And then I just got a bag of cabbage to go with it. I don't think I'm gonna eat the cabbage.
The meatballs, not great, but ubiquitous. These balls are everywhere on the street. Now look, I could stretch this out for a really long time and do one snack per episode, but that's not how I rolled in Thailand. I ate it on the street, and I'm about to show it like it happened. Blue corn! Hadn't seen this in a while. They serve it pretty darn near raw, if not raw altogether, but it comes under a pile of sugar and coconut shavings. It's not my favorite way to eat corn, or sugar, or coconut, but I would choose it over the balls. This was the best thing that I tried in the Victory Monument area. You pay 10 baht just for the noodles. That's like 30 cents US. Then you pay about 30 baht for a soup. I chose this green one.
Absolutely a fish ball. I kind of like fish balls, so.
It had a coconut base. It was not as spicy as I was expecting. Now what happens with the spice in Thailand is they usually mix it with something cool, like a coconut milk. And you just gotta down it. If you stop, you start to burn. But if you keep going, you reach this threshold where everything is just working. You just kind of adjust to the spice and it's no problem.
How you feeling about that?
No. Got caught in my room.
More from Bangkok next week. Until then, keep eating it on the street, watching out for the parasites.
Street food. So one night in Thailand, we did a blind taste test of some colas. I used my Sherlock powers of deduction to guess, but I got them all wrong and my wife got them all right.